Welcome back to Jamaica Realtalk, the podcast where we talk about the issues affecting Jamaicans at home and abroad. I'm your host, and today we're discussing a question that millions of Jamaicans have probably asked themselves at one time. Can anyone realistically survive on Jamaica's minimum wage? This isn't just about numbers. It's about families, young people entering the workforce, single parents, and seniors trying to make ends meet in a country where the cost of living continues to rise. Let's get into it. Jamaica's national minimum wage currently stands at approximately JMD 16,000 per 40-hour work week, which works out to about JMD 400 per hour. It's supposed to increase on July 1st to 17,000 JMD per 40-hour work week, which would work out to about $425 per hour JMD. While this represents an increase from previous years, many Jamaicans argue that wages still haven't kept pace with inflation and the rising cost of everyday necessities. Think about it. Rent has increased, food prices have increased, transportation costs have increased, electricity bills remain high, even basic household items cost significantly more than they did just a few years ago. Now ask yourself, if someone is earning minimum wage, how much is actually left over after paying for the basics? For many workers, the answer is very little, if anything. This conversation has become even more important as we've seen workers across different sectors demanding pay. Hotel workers have repeatedly raised concerns over wages despite tourism bringing in billions of dollars annually. Many argue that while Jamaica tourism industry continues to grow, the people serving visitors every day deserve compensation that reflects the industry's success. Healthcare workers, including nurses, have also staged protests and industrial action over salaries, staffing shortages, and working conditions. These are professionals responsible for saving lives, yet many say they're struggling financially themselves. The question isn't whether they deserve higher wages. The question is whether Jamaica can afford not to invest in its workforce. Of course, increasing wages isn't a simple decision. Businesses often argue that higher labor costs lead to increased prices for goods and services. Small businesses especially may struggle if labor expenses rise too quickly. But on the other hand, if workers can't afford to buy products, pay rent, or support their families, the economy also suffers. People spend less, businesses sell less, economic growth slows. Finding the right balance is one of Jamaica's biggest economic challenges. There's another issue we don't talk about enough. Many skilled Jamaicans continue to migrate overseas in search of better opportunities. Higher wages in countries like Canada, the United States, and the United Kingdom remain attractive for nurses, tradespeople, teachers, and other professionals. While remittance continues to support families back home, Jamaica also loses valuable talent. If wages don't become more competitive over time, that trend could continue. So what can be done? Some economists suggest gradual minimum wage increases tied to inflation. Others argue for stronger productivity programs, tax incentives for businesses, more affordable housing, and expanding skills training to help workers earn higher incomes. No single solution will solve everything overnight, but many Jamaicans agree that wages and the cost of living need to move in a direction that allows people to build stable lives, not simply survive from paycheck to paycheck. We want to hear from you. Do you believe Jamaica's current minimum wage is enough to live on? Should it be increased again? How can the country balance higher wages while keeping businesses competitive? Leave your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation. Follow us on Building Back Home on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it because conversations like these are how real changes begin. Keep the conversation going, keep asking questions, and keep it locked to Real Talk, a segment of Building Back Home.